Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Great, set. King, Phil King.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And incomplete to open things up.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
Hurts. Flushed out right. And right away, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he gets it down to the 32. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. In motion right is Aguilar. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Henry running right. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
No, we change it.
Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into...
You actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Jackson now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Big strides. Look at him go. Mark Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. 76 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. In motion, the tight end. Hurts sets up to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Tiger Swamp, Tiger Swamp. Kyle Leviani. Kyle Leviani. No,
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Great, set. No, set.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
No, set. No,
They'll throw now on the final play. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 64 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Second and goal from the 1. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard out. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough when you pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
63,
Here's Hurts to throw. On the move to his left. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
In motion left, Bateman. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Off the option, here's Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. 4th down, here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson steps away. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Miami. Very set. 2 on left. 63.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Here's second and a yard.
Great. Set. Crowd left, get it.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Rolling to his right. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Here now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
He's back to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football. And they remain down by a point.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Hey, 73.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Hurts. Flush to his right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34.
You, 13.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crack?
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Rolling to his right. That is caught, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Rolling to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And some space here. And they can't bring him down. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 61 yards. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take...